gospel. But I have used none of these things. Neither have I written these things that I should be done unto, that it should be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die than that any man should take my glorying void. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, and woe is destruction. You know? If I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. Right? What we do this out of necessity. We know the stakes, right? But we're trying to get explain the stakes to people that don't understand it. You know, we're trying to find the ones that have the spirit to take on these stakes. You know, to bet against the odds. If you look at it, first you have to be an Israelite, right? Right? You have to be an Israelite. From Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, right? You have to be an Israelite. Right? Hey, it's clearing up. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, Rawchaa. Right? You have to be an Israelite to make it. Then you have to be a part of the elect of the nation of Israel. Right? Which is 1/3 of the population. 1/3 of the population of the nation of Israel. Right? And if you really want to go deeper, you can be a part of the elect, right? Which is the 144,000, right? Right, the elect of the nation of Israel, right? That's what you really want to be a part of, right? And what? And we're hearing all about the woes, the calamities that's gonna happen, right? You want to be able to get through that, you know. You want to be able to escape those tribulations, you know. And let me actually come back to this 1 Corinthians 9. This is Amos 5:18, right? We're going to talk about these calamities. We're going to talk about the things that are coming, right? This is the year of prophecy, right? It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? There's people here on this planet right now, right? That they're saying, oh, I'm just waiting for the Lord. I'm just waiting for the Lord to come. I'm just waiting to glide up and hug Jesus Christ, sweet Jesus, right? That's what they say, really. That's what they want, you know? They want that to come true, right? But it says, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. All those people that have that spirit of wait for sweet Jesus and such like that, you know, where they think that in the end times that it's going to be peace and safety for them, you know, that there's not going to be any tribulation, you know, for them, you know, because what they were in this whole time, they were lackadaisical about the law, statutes, and commandments. They were lackadaisical about the work, right, or the true doctrine, right? They laugh and scorn and mock at the prophets of the Lord, right? And you think that Yahawashi is gonna come and give them a reward, right? They were over there following the ways of the world, right? They were over there focused more on the world than the Son of the Most High, right? You know? And you think that they're gonna come, the Son of the Most High is coming back with love and chocolates and a bow on it, you know? That's what you think? And you gonna find out the hard way, right? You gonna find out the hard way, right? Cause you gonna have to feel his wrath, right? Because hey, he's not coming back in a sweet way. He's coming back to bring the pain, to bring the fire, right? Because hey, that the old world was destroyed with water, and this world right now is gonna be destroyed with fire, right? It's gonna be purged with fire, right? It's gonna be cleansed with that fire, right? And Yahawashi is bringing it, right? So it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, right? To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's not going to be peace and joy. It's not going to be a time you're going to enjoy and think back in a good way, right? That's why in the scriptures it talks about all these bunkers, and it talks about the rich, you know, talking about let the mountains fall upon us and such like that. You know, talking about these bunkers and such like that. Because what? It's going to be missiles. It's going to be war, right? It's going to be man against man, right? That's what's coming, right? It's going to be famine, right? And people cannot handle not eating, right? There's so much pleasure in this society that something as not being able to eat, you know, or having a ration food, that's gonna destroy a lot of people, you know, right? And you already see since Corona, right? Since all this Corona stuff, hey, there's been a run on these guns, you know? The sword is out there, right? And it's increasing, right? These Edomites are not playing, they stocking up. They were already stocked, you know? They're not playing, right? And it's gonna get worse, right? That's why one of the prophecies is the sword, right? Because there's gonna be a lot of killing, a lot of murder, right? A lot of dead bodies, right? That's coming, right? In a major way, right? It says, verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. That's how hard it's gonna be in the end time. Have you ever ran from a lion? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. The Lord is not playing. The Lord is not playing. Let me read that again. As if a man did flee from a lion, right? People run away from things like dogs and such like that. Imagine if a lion was chasing you. Imagine if a lion was chasing you, and you was trying to get away from a lion, and a bear met you. A bear. The Lord is not playing, right? You think that, hey, in the day of the Lord, it's going to be all cupcakes and rainbows? you're going to get met by a lion. You're going to try to get away from that lion, and a bear's going to meet you, right? Which means what? You could be escaping from the troops that are invading the city, right? And then what? The cartel can meet you, you know, and then what you gonna do, you know, right? Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, right? We don't know how it's gonna go down. We don't know what's gonna, you know. But all we know, according to this prophecy, is just unescapable, right? The destruction, right? The tribulation, Jacob's trouble, is gonna be unescapable for this population, right? For these people, right? Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in that day, right? In that time. Well, we can get it, right? We can get it. Esdras, right? A man of the Lord, right? So what? Hey, we're going to have to go through that, right? The men of the Lord, we're going to have to go through Jacob's trouble. But what? The same way that he was protecting us in the time before Jacob's trouble, now preserving us now, he's going to preserve us then, right? Lord willing, I'm part of the elect, right? Ooh. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 15. It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out, right? That fire is talking about that tribulation till it consume the foundation of the earth, right? The order of the earth is going to be changed, right? Completely, right? The order of the earth is going to be changed completely, right? Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again, right? They're not going to be stopped. Like this corona stuff that people were saying, oh, 3-4 months, you know, and such like that. It's not going to stop, you know. It's going to get worse, you know. And you think this is a crisis? You better wait. You better wait till that chip comes, right? So you gonna really feel the heat, you know. You gonna really feel the pain, you know. You gonna really feel the pain then, right? It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, right? The beginning of famine and great death. Not just death, right? Not just death, great death. Numbers that don't even make sense, right? Overwhelming death, right? That's great death. Overwhelming, right? The beginning of wars. Ooh. And you know, with war, it brings a lot of confusion, you know? The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. So the people up top, right? The people that have the power, right? The elites and such like that, they're gonna stand in great fear. What are you gonna do, right? As a regular civilian, right? What are you gonna do, right? And then what? They're already in fear, right? And that fear is building up. You know how I know? It's because they have these bunkers, right? They have these escape plans and such like that. They have plans of rebuilding the population and such like that. You know? They had those plans, right? They're spending millions of dollars a month just to have those bunkers. You know, they're spending a large amount of money for things that they might not be able to get to. You know, that's fear. You know. It says, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, right? Which is bad times. The beginning of evils, which is bad times, right? What shall I do when these evils shall come? And what? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to trust in Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Right? The same way we're trusting in him right now. Right? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish. Ooh, anguish. Anguish. You ever get sick and then you're so sick, you're telling the Lord, hey, if this is the time, you know, hey, you telling the Lord, hey, take my spirit. That's anguish, right? Things that keep you up at night. That's anguish, right? Where you're tired, but the pain is too much, you can't even sleep. That's anguish, right? Actually, let's look up that word, right? Because anguish, ooh. We're gonna look that up. It's actually to the head of my mind. Acute anguish from the 12th century. If I'm reading that right, it says acute